Alright. Everything's working, I think. Gotta check sound real quick. I will mute that just so it's not gross. And we will go over here. I also gotta test the audio in game real quick too, so we'll have to get that all figured out. But okay, so let's just go. Okay, so we gotta turn that down. There we go. So this seems to be a little loud. A little bit more gain. There we go. Okay, so we are back. This is going to be our first time doing commentary for GT3 this season. But before we get into all that, of course we have the settings all good now, so happy about that. I should also maybe turn off output for this as well, because I don't need to get drowned away with that. But either way, look at a couple things that way too. For some reason it's stuck in hood right now, and we don't want that. Track camera. Ah, thank you. That's all I wanted in the whole entire world right there. Which also means that the volume probably could go up a little bit. So yeah, if you're here, you hear volume that's like kind of messed up, just let me know. We'll try to take care of it as quick as we can. We're still getting used to the capture card. It's something new to me. But anyways, here we are in Suzuka. We also have to make sure that we are at the garage menu. Because for some reason it doesn't like, it's really hard to switch in between drivers. Like, it still is. You try to stay with like the middle of the pack. Do what you can, but hey, appreciate you. Alright. But yeah, we're getting excited for tonight. Like I said, first time going to be covering the GT3 this season. I'm kind of getting up to date with the standings and what's kind of going on there as well. We'll also have our assistant with us tonight, Mr. Button. So we'll introduce him closer to race time. While we're waiting, yeah, we can pick apart a little practice. We could also, I also want to show off the test footage, because once again, I'm just looking for feedback. I want to know about pacing, lighting, all that kind of stuff. If you don't know what I'm up to right now, so basically what I'm trying to do is create a drama series, I guess, drama action series using AMS2 and GTA. So basically I want to make it an episodic thing. We're currently working on episode 1 right now. So the test footage is for a intro to that episode. It's kind of like a flashback. Use Ghost and Bill as characters just to see if it would work. So yeah, we'll have a quick look at that. We got a half hour before qualifying, so chilling. Dr. Monk's out here. Of course, we got Shred Jammies. I gotta stop trying to click it. It's a PS. Got Smitty. And actually, I could do myself a favor here. Put this on this screen. That makes more sense. Happy fella. But anyways, I got pretty much full grid tonight too. I think already. I see 17. No, 21. There's 21 drivers on the grid tonight. Of course, we got Ghost, Smitty, Lock and Ring, Murder Kai. We got JJ Cougs, Thesaurus, Cello Boy, otherwise known as Dr. Monko. We got Shred Jammies, the 6-time champ himself, Mr. Bill. We got the Nene Goblin, Worms with Friends, No Limits, Super Sack Squirrel. We also got Jeff Skywalker making his grow. We got King Crow, champ ×6. We got Jarab, we got Earthly, we got Electric Blade, we got Cam Tizzle, Josh, Freak, and Don Cheeto. So it's a pretty formidable lineup tonight. I didn't see Incident. He must not race on the Sunday events. He must just race on the Tuesday events. Captain Food Stamps, Beans Burner, and Sitho won't be able to make it tonight. Tentatives are going to be Calamari, Louie, and Mr. No Luna. Okay. So that's kind of our driver lineup for tonight. As you can see, we have practice in front of us, but I just want to see if I can get something going here. Oh, Jesus Christ. I gotta fix the audio on that fucking Thunder Road. It's just loud. Yeah, so just bear with me. No, you probably need a screen capture then. I don't think so. Let's try that. What's this do? Well, it must be working, but there's no sound. Why is this? Is it because of this? Interesting. Should have looked more into this before I started doing it, but oh well. We can just do it this way too. Yeah, okay. Either way, we'll come back to it. Well, we do have that on here too. Oh, that's a way better option. Yeah, just one more sec. I just want to try something here. Yeah, that'd probably be the best way to do it. So we'll just set it up that way. Age, what is the age? Okay. So yeah, we've got about 25 minutes to race time, so I figure this would be a good time to introduce a good friend here. Hey Jensen, you ready to go for tonight's race?
Absolutely, mate. Suzuka's always a thrill.
Absolutely, we're sitting here in practice. We're going to be doing a little trailer preview for our test clip. And of course, we're going to be going over the race, the racers, the most important part, why we're here. So why don't you run us through the lead up to Suzuka? What are your outcomes? What are you thinking about the cars? And who's going to come out on top today?
Alright, Suzuka's in technical beast, so it's all about nailing those corners. I'm looking at Bruce and Louis, they've been strong. Ghost has got that underdog edge. Incident and Worms with friends also have a good shot. It's going to come down to consistency. What are you most excited for in the trailer?
Oh, well, that's just it. I don't know so far. It's just a test. But we're going to run it before the race starts, before qualifying, see if anybody wants to give some feedback on that. But run us through the standings. What's the storylines to be looking out for today? Thanks, Mike.
Anytime. Good luck out there, mate. Keep us posted on how it goes.
Okay, and I just want to clarify. You're reading the GT3 standings, right? Alright, well, mister, let's hear about who's leading. What's happening? What's the haps, Caps?
Alright, so at the top we've got Louis leading, closely followed by Jules. Ghost is driving steady. Friends is in the mix as well. It's tight at the top, so any slip-ups can shake things up. Definitely a look to watch.
Yeah, you are reading the GT4 results, sir, so I'm going to give you some new stuff and then we'll restart. How's that sound?
Sounds good. Ready when you are.
Settle down. Alright. Alright, Jensen, now that you have the proper stats in front of you for the GT3 standings, you know all the hats, you know what's going on, what's on your mind, set us up for Suzuka tonight. We're waiting for qualifying. Come on. Okay, so let me help you out a little bit. So the team results as they stand right now, Atlantic Esports with the McLaren 720 Evo GT is sitting with a total of 51 points. Turtle Racing Team is a Pro-Am outfit with the Ferrari 296. They currently are sitting at 41 points. 9am Racing is currently also in the Ferrari 296. They have a total of 39 points, so them in total 2 points within each other. Slipstream RC is kicking it at 36, with Twisted Pedal Elite in the Lamborghini Huracan up at 26 points. Intercontinental Motorsports is looking like we got 22 points. Scuderia Medio Racing has 21 points. Centurion Racing Team has 20 points in the Mercedes AMG. And Slow Guys Motorsport with the Porsche 992 has 0. And the X44 Vita Danes Lynx also has 0. For the drivers, we have Tasaris. He is currently leading the pack for Turtle Racing Teams. It is looking like he has a total of 31 points so far, with Earthly leader.
Brilliant. So that's the Esports Cloud leading the team down to 23 points. But just basically 9am racing right behind in their Slipstream RC with the next with the lap. Drivers, so it's leading for Turtle Racing. Suzuka is going to be let's see who nails it in qualifying.
Thing wrong. I was in the driver's side, so he was so fucked up. You're on pause for a minute.
All good.
Ripping it this way. I need to get a better overlay. I want to get a desk. Alright, so we're 18 minutes from race start. Currently, Tasaris is sitting with the best time in free practice with a 2:8.62. I want to look at this acceleration. Wrong damn thing. Because he said Ghost is leaving, so that's how I know that he's right. Ghost is leaving. Looks like Ghost is getting some things ready. Okay. Oh, we'll just copy all that and go to there. And then we will give him the information. Cool. So now we got y'all up to date on the standings, so I'm happy about that.
Brilliant update, Jensen. Anything specific you're keen to tackle next with the series? Perhaps we can build on these storylines or dive into crafting that next episode.
Oh, we're not working on that right now. We're doing commentary for the UER in round 5. They are starting up in Suzuka in 15 minutes with qualifying. It's just, for some reason, I had your data wrong. But now I think it's good.
Got it. Let's get you ready for the Suzuka commentary. Any particular storylines you want to highlight or drivers you're keeping an eye on for this round?
Well, don't forget, you're just my co-commentator, so that's more your job when I call on you. And we're live on stream right now, too, just so you know.
Got it, Jensen. Ready to jump in when you cue me. Let's make it a cracking commentary session.
Ah, I think he's figured out. I think, anyway. Yeah, yeah. I didn't even think about that. We'll have to see. I wish I checked that while it was open. Because, yeah, the Elgato does capture the audio, but I think it comes through on the desktop audio, too. So we'll have to see. We'll see how that goes. But we're just waiting for the lobby to come back up anyway, so. Well, I guess while we do that, why not? While we wait. So, this is the little tester that I queued up. Don't mind the lightning.
This weather is madness. You're on the edge. Brakes are going. Pull back before we lose it.
Lead me to it.
And here we are at the first sprint event of the year, halfway through. This endurance race has been absolutely nuts. The weather terrifying, and looking ghost out there.
Please, tell me you see this.
Don't worry, guys. We're doing everything that we can. Just make sure you're keeping them brakes cool. We are seeing some temperatures start to rise in the engine as well. Just try to bring it home. We need these points. Coming down to the last 2 laps of the Nürburgring Sprint here in 2023 as Ghost is trying to catch his rival Bill in the dying moments of the race. There's been contact, there's been speed, there's been lightning. It's been an absolutely crazy day, but as we come down to the final part of the track, it's not looking like Ghost is going to be able to complete. Coming down to the very finish. Here we go. And it's looking like Bill will come home to take another endurance championship.
Jesus. So loud. So, but anyways, that was that. So if you're interested in the series at all, I think it's going to be interesting to start. Just kind of never done anything like it before, so the direction of it, I'm not too sure. I just more or less want to complete a project and just have some fun with it. The GTA aspect is where we're going to kind of have some fun with it, especially with character development, trying to make it a little bit more, I don't know, fun. We're going to have some weird undertones going on as well, and we'll see how it evolves over time. because GTA is nuts for those kind of mods and stuff like that. But let's see if this is back up yet. Negative Ghost Rider. God, okay. Love that shit, Ghost. Love that shit. Okay, so this just in. Dun, dun, dun. So similar to last week, I'll be reviewing the results file to identify drivers with an unusually high number of invalid laps. If you have an unusually high number of invalid laps, I'll be reviewing your runs through T1, Denner Spoon, and the 130R. If you are consistently running wide and not significantly lifting or being penalized by the game, you will be reported to the stewards. Similar to the above, if you see another driver running wide to attack or defend, that's a penalty. Report it. As a reminder, we are no blocking league. And I agree with that. We should never block anyways. Racing gets the wrong depiction of how actual blocking works. You're allowed to make your defensive move. You stay on that line. That's how it goes. But as a reminder, we are a no blocking league. You're allowed to defend, but as the lead car, you have to proactively select the line that you want to defend. See? You may not move in reaction to the attacking car. If you do, that's a block, and that is a penalty. And quite frankly, cheeky. You want that position back, go get it back. It's that simple. Friendly reminder to not impede drivers on a hot lap. So kind of similar to what he said above. You see somebody even moving faster, and you should always just get out of the way, especially in qualifying. There's just no reason for it, especially in Suzuka. You could definitely, like, if you're at a qualified pace, there's places where you can keep it and let them through too. So just a reminder in qualifying, mind your spacing. There's 21 of you on the grid tonight. There are likely some cars to be lapped tonight, especially with the aliens that are involved. So with that being said, eyes up and keep an eye. Like I said, there's some good places to let people by in Suzuka, and you can adjust your cornering to get off the racing line and let people through, like in the S's. You could even get to this. There's many straightaways that you could adjust for blue flags quite easily. So just ensure you're watching your radar, being mindful of the track, and not being a window licker and using your mirrors. It's that simple. Okay. Well, we are currently 7 minutes from race. So I guess we're chilling. To the washed allegations. Oh, the Discord. Anyway. Got that going. And yeah. There's shave. It's bugging me. It's bugging me. So yeah, we'll get set up with the hoot. And we'll get ready here too because 5 minutes. I don't think he has the lobby up yet though. I don't know why I did that. Oh my god. Why? Why? Jesus. United E Racing. I am not touching the touchpad. And it's still not up. So we're still just waiting for the lobby to get up. And then hopefully we can get up racing. Ghost was kind enough to take a little time. Get me figured out today so I could be with you guys tonight. So I hope for some good racing. Sounds like there's some drama over here. Well, not so much drama, but funnies. I like Lock and Ring's stream name. That's good. S's Spoon Denner and 130R Math question mark. Well, shit. Okay. Hello, Brian. Rooting for them turtles, are ya? Yeah, I like me a good turtle as well. We'll see how they do tonight. It seems like they've been on quite the rise over the past few weeks. Turtle power, baby. Mediocre, not AM. We'll kind of see what's going on with everybody. And we just gotta see if this lobby's gonna get back up. And I pushed the wrong button. Ghost! As we wait. And I think Bill's racing tonight too. So he's only competed in 2 races, taking home 21 points, and I think 25 or 26 in the other one. I can't remember. So it'd be kind of interesting to see what he could do. Because I think we're still doing 10 race seasons. I gotta check the Excel again. I know it shows all the races, but. And Frosted-Chinos are delicious. I just want to point this out. It's a fun fact. Okay. What was it? Nothing important, probably. Interesting. Interesting. Gonna be a turtle team tutorial for the rest of the field. And lobby is still not up. Got 1 minute. Then I gotta put this mic down and go to work. Boom, boom, boom. You know? Yeah, the F1 race was pretty interesting, and yeah, it's race season, you know, like It's all coming. Got probably Le Mans in a couple months now. So that'll be good. I think they just did Sebring. There we go. Don't look at my password. It's special. Okay. Okay, that's what I am.
Green light, show them what you got.
All right, Jensen, you ready to rock? We're getting fired up for qualifying. We'll try to get set up with the first person out. Give us a little insight. Who's going to put down the best pace here?
Absolutely buzzing for this, mate. Suzuka's always a brilliant test of skill. Keep an eye on Ghost 726. They've shown solid pace in practice. Also, Legendarius Louis is always a contender. Should be a cracking qualifying session.
Okay, and what about Earthly and Bill?
Earthly Leader 40's been consistently strong this season, so I'd expect them to be right up there. As for Bill, if they can find their groove early, they might surprise us with a strong lap. Could be a dark horse in qualifying.
I would definitely call them a dark horse. They're probably one of the most experienced racers in our league with some of the most pace. Louis right up there as well. And yeah, basically this is the aliens category. Currently, Louis and Earthly are leading the standings by a whopping amount, but we will be looking at the matchups between Mediocre and 9AM. And of course, Turtle Racing up there as well with Tesaurus. So we'll watch.
Green light, show them what you got.
It's fun to have. I thought it was going to be a little bit more complicated. But yeah, we're here at Suzuka. Oof, what a track. Lots of history. Iconic names. Iconic moments. Yeah. And it's only and Spawn, I'm excited to see what gets put down here today. A couple guys that I haven't seen race for a while, so that's pretty exciting. Alright, so Shred Jammies starting up his official hot lap. Far a go. And we also need to make sure but yeah, when you're coming through the S's where it gets a little tough, oh, exactly. Appreciate it, Brian. Thank you so much. Is that better? Okay. We'll just keep it rolling here. So Shred Jammies put down his first lap, got through the first section, was pretty clean there. And now we're going to be coming down the backside. Bam. I love this part of the track. It's just a fun track overall. This is a really easy part of the track to lose time on, especially if you aren't hitting it correctly. Thank you, Brian. I appreciate it. We're here to race, baby. And then we can start looking at some more splits and kind of going over more of a lap review. So, and we'll maybe get Jensen to do that. That could be fun. Ooh, Shred catching a bit of the curb there. Went for a little bit of a bounce. See if that affects his time. Coming down, gets through there pretty easily. Down, get to the straight. Right by the Ferris wheel, and bang. Let's see what we got ourselves for a time here. So 2:01.800 is the time to beat so far. Ghost was 1.2 seconds off that. A lot of the guys are just not matching the pace. Earthly leader at a 2-minute 3:90, and Bill in second, 9:65 behind. So what, see? I don't know. Watch. Louis still going? Yeah, okay. Louis still going. I need some fresh lap too, so we'll see what Louis ends up putting down. Of course, he'll be competitive, but I guess we could have just hopped on the Bill or something. So yeah, okay, whatever. We're gonna hop on the Bill. Hey Jetson, could you walk us through the Suzuka track and its history with GT3?
Suzuka's a legendary circuit competition. It's a figure 8 layout, which is unique in F1. This is sector 1.
Well, there you have it, people. It's looking like Bill is on fire right now. He's got really good pace through there. But Earthly Leader's purple all the way through, so we'll kind of have to see where it ends up. Man, I just wish there was a better way to do it. Here comes Bill. Looks really good. Still? Alright. We'll go like that. And this will actually probably make it a bit better. That's probably a way better balance. And Bill did end up going a little quicker, but not a lot quicker. Appreciate it, Spins. Alright. Going to the timetable. Yeah, so Bill did set a better time in Sector 1 to Saris in third with 2:01.252. Shred Jammies still holding on with that 2:01.800, and we got lots of movement going on around the 2:02s. Cougs getting up in there, Lock and Ring, Dr. Monk. So, got some movement, that's for sure. Eduardo coming into 9th place. Ghost slowly falling down, but it's looking like the track may be evolving. Let's see where Ghost is at in the drive currently. Okay. They just make it so difficult. I wish I could just spectate from PC and then just use the mouse, you know? It'd be so much easier. Alright, so Ghost, I like that green stripe on his McLaren. His McLaren looks a lot better than Bill's. Sorry, Bill. But, yeah. The 726, that's a nice little touch there. And I wish I could see if he was improving this lap, too. Like, Yeah, I don't think it tracks live sector. But here's Ghost. Coming down to the final part. Get through there. That's always a tough part, like especially under braking. If you come in there too hot, it's really hard to hold the right angle to escape there. But let's see if Ghost can improve his time, and he does. Improves it big by the looks of it. He ended up running a 2:02.047, so almost improved by 800ths of a second. So that's pretty darn good. And Bill a 200.535. So it's really interesting to see somebody, because we're used for so many seasons seeing like one or two guys with pace. This top 5 right now is really interesting. I think we're going to see some pretty close racing today. We'll see who could be consistent. I think it's really where it's going to come down to. Dodger Monco spinning out and qualifying. Everybody okay. Nobody's getting in the way. He's taking his time. He's not re-entering the track right away. He's even backing up to give people a little bit of space. The ground does change a little bit there, and especially if you give it too much, it's real easy to, especially with the elevation change. I've been driving like classic 1970, I think 1974 F1 cars here, and some of the exits are so tough. Well, no reason for that. Let's see what Cam's getting up to in that beautiful AMG. Yeah, lots of Ferraris on the field, but you got Eduardo and Cam Tizzle coming down to put in some times. Right now, Earthly Leader is safe for now, and then it's a pretty big spread in margin after those two. So I think we're going to have a pretty good pack from 3rd to 10th, 3rd to 8th even. You might see some of these guys fall even further back. Ghost fell back to 10 again. So the qualified pace is absolutely evolving right now. We currently have, I have no idea how much time left. I gotta still set this without the stream overlay that I use for when I'm streaming. But Cam Tizzle does have some pace, so we'll see if he can increase too. I could see that 3 to 7 slot getting a little bit more chaotic. So we'll have to see how the race starts too. I always love race starts in this. You always see who's on the ball and who's not. Eduardo. So Cam, yeah, he improved a little bit, but still got bumped down. Eduardo improved. So let's go ahead and look at some of the timetable here. Okay, so currently the only person that's kind of getting close to Bill's pace in Sector 1 is Tesaurus, but after that, Earthly's kind of taking the cake. He's beating Bill by 200ths of a second in Sector 3, and almost the same for Sector 2, so he's going to have a pretty big jump in pace probably in the race, especially because that covers a lot of the straights, so we'll see. It's looking like Shred Jammies, he improved his time too, a 2:01.237, and Eduardo, like we said, jumping up into 5th. Louis currently looking to improve, sitting in 6th place. As qualifying winds down here, I believe that says 5 minutes up. I suppose I can stop being lazy. Now that we got the volume balanced, I can actually open my PlayStation. Look at this. Okay, I can see it better. So yeah, they're running different handicaps, and it's funny because the Lexus, the Nene Goblin's driving the Lexus. Interesting. It's a -27 handicap. Crazy. And I've gotten so used to that too, like, drives me nuts. Oh, interesting. Yeah, why not? Let's go check out our friend Jeff here, another McLaren driver. Actually, we've been giving a lot of love to the McLarens. We should check out somebody else. Yeah, sure. We'll check out Super Sack Squirrel. Currently trying to improve. There we go. And I can just do that. And we'll test something here too. Actually, we'll wait for the race to test that. It looks like chasing the racks. We're a little off the side there. A little bit of traffic going on in this sector of the track, as you can see in the bottom right. Lots going on, and hopefully racks. Okay, perfect. Racks being really responsible there, getting out of the way, letting Squirrel keep his pace. The two Ferraris showing respect for one another. We got Worms with Friends in the mix there as well in the Ferrari. And Lock and Ring looking to improve. Ghost currently sitting in 11th place. Cougs in 10th. Cam's in 9th. You got Dr. Monk in 8th. Eduardo is now bumped down to 7th with Chasing the Racks in 6th. And then we got Legendary Louis, or Legendarius Louis, sorry. He is going to be in 5th. Tesaris got bumped down to 4th. Shred Jammies jumped up into 3rd, driving the Lamborghini. And can Sack Squirrel improve? Moderately. I think I've seen it go up a couple hundredths of a second. But pulling off to the side, getting out of the way. Alright, so qualifying is officially done. So, Bill's still out on a lap. We'll have to see. So coming down into this part of the track, going underneath the bridge. I love that part of the track. This is a tough little uphill, like, left turn with, like, the bank. Makes it really hard to get grip if you're not on the line. That curb could be a little tricky too. Here you're just carrying all the speed that you can till you get it to about the 50 mark, hitting the brakes hard left. Want to touch a little bit of the outside curb and eat it downside, just getting out to the left-hand side, eating the curb once again. This is where you're going to find a ton of speed coming down the straight, and depending on how you approach the left, it's a little harder to eat the curb in these cars, personally. That outside curb, no, but that inside curb, yes. And then coming down into here, good braking zone. He overran it just a little bit. Gets out of it, though. Good clean exit by Bill. And let's see, does he improve? He needs 0.145. Can't find it. So Bill will be starting second on the grid. And from a personal standpoint, I can't say I've seen that before. So, excited for tonight's race. Looks like we're actually going to have some action at the front of the pack. Wish I'd been doing GT3 earlier. GT4, very different. You can take your cheap viewers on Stream Boo and shove them up your booty hole. I don't know. It was going to be cool, I swear. I had like this sick comeback, and then I just completely fumbled. I don't know why I'm talking with my hands so much right now. Look at all the bouncy cars. The session has ended. Alright, so just to fill you in, we are looking at a cloudy and sunny day where the track is optimum at 24 degrees Celsius. The track temperature is 31 degrees Celsius, so get your grip ready, boys. And the wind is at 0. So we are solid and ready to go. As you see the starting grid here, we got Earthly Leader Bill, Shred Jammies, Tesaurus, Legendarius Louie, Chasing the Racks, Eduardo, Lock and Ring, Dr. Monko, Cam Tizzle, JJ Cougs, Ghost, Worms with Friends, Smitty, Super Sack Squirrel, the Nene Goblin, Murder Kai, Underseer Jeff, Don Cheto, and Electric Blade. I believe I would be the 22nd. Perfect. So the session starts in 3 minutes and 27 seconds. So let's get him going again. Alright, Jensen, we're done with qualifying. It's the 1, 2, 3 is Earthly Leader 40, Bill Wrecked, and Shred Jammies. Tesaurus got bumped down to 4th place, and Legendarius Louie is currently sitting in 5th. Your dark horse pick of Ghost is sitting in 12th, and we're 3 minutes out from start.
All right, Jensen, looks like Earthly Leader 40's got a solid hold on that pole position, but Bill Wrecked and Shred Jammies are right there with him. Tesaurus dropping down to 4th might be a surprise, but don't count him out just yet. Legendarius Louis in 5th, which is a strong spot for him, and your dark horse pick, Ghost, in 12th? Well, anything can happen in the race. 3 minutes to go, so let's get ready for some action.
Well, it was actually your pick because your Jensen button, remember?
Ah, right you are. Well, let's see if Ghost can pull off something special from 12th. I'm feeling optimistic.
And I'm going to put my hat in on Eduardo727. He looked like he had some pretty good pace in qualifying. And Tesaurus. Tesaurus is looking good today too, so we'll see how the race pace is looking for the guys.
Solid picks. Eduardo727's definitely shown some promising pace, and Tesaurus, despite starting 4th, might surprise us with his racecraft. It's going to be interesting to see how their strategies unfold. Ready for an exciting race?
Absolutely. We're a minute 40 from start time. We've gone over pretty much everything that I can. Standing at a 21-person grid on Suzuka. Clear day, so it's going to be clean racing, no weather. So we'll see how the guys can make out. The start is going to be very important here. Very important.
Absolutely. With a clear day and a full grid, the start's crucial. Suzuka's got some tricky corners right off the bat, so getting a good launch could make all the difference. Let's see who nails it and who might get caught out. The anticipation's building.
And right he is. Because I think the beginning could be a little crazy for us here, because the rolling start I do think starts at the box line. So yeah, it'll be interesting. You gotta be on your start today, boys. We'll see if they can get some big points.
30 seconds.
30 seconds till race start. And then we're gonna get right into it.
20 seconds.
Okay, it is race time. And we're going to get ourselves on Tesaurus here so we can see a good part of the group. And here the boys go, starting up. Chasing the Racks, having a little trouble getting off a start there. But Earthly Leader and Bill, Tesaurus, Shred Jammies, all getting ready for the start here. So of course they'll come down the straight. And then I think the start line happens at the box line, but I can't remember. It might be past the up at the actual start line, so we'll see. Excited for the Turtles tonight. Tesaurus trying to make a solid move for him, but he's looking like Max Verstappen in Red Bull right now. He's picking up points for the team. Okay, here we go. Coming down to race start. UER GT3 Round 5. Down in Suzuka. Who's ready to race? And it's a weird spread, but we are green. And Bill out the gate. What is happening? Oh, wow. So he cuts around the outside of Earthly Leader, makes the move, gets on the brakes, and absolute chaos is just outbroke behind him. So many moves. It's looking like a couple people moved up, a couple people moved down. I can't even tell who at this point. Bill currently moved back in to second place, but he's showing him first. So I'm really confused. Okay. See if that updates it real quick. So, there you go. It updated. It updated. We're good. So, a little bit of action happening back there. A little bit of squirreliness. We'll try to stick on this camera for now just so we can kind of see everybody. Cam Tizzle trying to make a move. Everybody pretty close. Eduardo looking like he's falling behind Cesaris' pack a little bit as Earthly and Bill fighting for first place as the aliens start going for it. Shred Jammy's looking comfortable in third place and Louis up in fourth now. Cesaris falling back in place and Eduardo making a move as well. So the front is kind of where the battle is going to be to start. Cesaris is not getting far behind Louis right now, so we'll kind of see where that ends up going. But anything going on in the back of the pack? We got Worms with Friends. Oh, we got someone having a little trouble on the exit there. It's looking like it was Murder Kai. And they're all coming down straight. Earthly Leader still trailing Bill, so we'll have to see what the strategy ends up being. We have 50. Oh, we got contact at the end of the lap with Eduardo running Cesaris off, and that's going to hurt his race. Tick-tock, tick-tock, get back on the course. And by the time he did, he had fallen further back. It still hasn't quite updated for me yet, but we'll keep an eye on that. We got some action. Eduardo and Lockenring going at it. And Earthly Leader currently sitting with the fastest lap and all over Bill. And we got action all over the place right now, as everyone trying to just stay as close together as they can. Because you never know when that moment opens. The door is going to open to Cesaris. Didn't end up falling back to 12th place. So that was a big oopsie, and I wonder if I didn't get a great angle on it, but we'll have to see what the stewards say. And as you can see, it is under investigation. And Shred Jammy's falling back to 5th place as Chasing the Racks making his move up. And now Louis in 3rd place trying to make moves here as Earthly Leader and Bill are running away from the pack, already 2.5 seconds ahead. But it's looking like we're going to see some more moves up the field as Ghost, Lock and Ring are also moving up. And Eduardo is back in 7th after the collision with Cesaris. Don't forget, he fell back to 12th, is now in 11th.
It's shaping up to be a thrilling race. Louis making a charge for the lead, but Earthly Leader and Bill are still comfortably ahead. Looks like Ghost and Lock and Ring are on the move as well, so we've got some serious competition brewing. Eduardo's recovery from that early collision is impressive too. Keep an eye on him. He might just climb back up the field.
And Dr. Monco fell back to 15th behind his... Oh, here he comes with the clean overtake of his teammate. And, oh, Super Sack Squirrel makes contact with the other McLaren of ETR Understeer. And we are getting some elbows out driving today, Jensen.
Absolutely. Dr. Monco's clean move on his teammate was slick. Meanwhile, Super Sad Squirrel's contact with ETR Understeer is definitely a setback for McLaren. The elbows are indeed out. This race is delivering all the drama.
And here we go with Eduardo getting back up into 6th place. Lock and Ring and Ghost still in 7th, but Tesaurus making moves. He is currently up in 9th, and Earthly's not really pushing the gap against Bill, so I wonder if that plays into his strategy for the long term of this hour race. We have 55 minutes remaining. That's 5 minutes of action.
Eduardo's comeback is impressive, climbing back to 6th. Lock and Ring and Ghost are close behind, and Tesaurus is pushing hard in 9th. Earthly Leader might be conserving tyres or fuel, playing a strategic long game. With 55 minutes left, there's plenty of time for more twists and turns.
And currently the track temperature is rising. It is 32 degrees on the track currently, but we are looking clear with overcast all day. And Earthly trying to make a move on Bill. Really close to contact, and we do get a bit of a rub. Oh, we got a storyline coming out the front here, Jensen.
Oh, absolutely. With the track temperature rising, tyre management will be crucial. Earthly Leader's move on Bill shows they're not holding back, despite that rub. This front...
And sorry to cut you off, Jensen, but Bill absolutely blows by Earthly Leader on the back straight before the chicane to start the next lap, and no harm, no foul.
Bill's not messing around. That was a bold move to retake the lead before the chicane. Earthly Leader might have to reassess their strategy now. No damage, just some intense racing. This is what we love to see.
And with that being said, with the action they've been having with each other, the rest of the group is slowly catching up. Legendarius Louis is now only 1.7 from Earthly Leader in 2nd. And it's looking like Tesaurus has officially gotten past Ghost, and Dr. Monko getting overtaken, and Electric Blade having some trouble falling back as Jeff Milton gets ahead of him in 16th place.
The battle at the front is really tightening up. Louis closing that gap quickly, and Tesaurus making moves past Ghost adds another layer of excitement. Dr. Monko and Electric Blade slipping back shows just how unpredictable this race is. Plenty more action to come as we head deeper into the race.
And Louis is absolutely pushing the pace now. He is increasing every lap, and he seems to be bringing the group with him behind him as well. So this could turn into a really interesting race as Earthly and Bill fighting once again. But it looks like Bill was able to keep it ahead just barely.
Louis' relentless pace is definitely adding pressure to the leaders. If he continues this surge, we might see a three-way battle soon. Earthly and Bill are locked in their own duel, but with Louis closing in, they'll need to watch their mirrors. This race is shaping up to be a nail-biter.
Well, and really, Earthly should be watching how he's pushing right now, because they were considerably better when he was not pushing the pace on Bill. But once he started pushing the pace on Bill, they both started falling back, and Bill eats the curb! Oh my God, he almost lost control, but managed to get it back on the track and kept the lead. I can't.
Wow, that was a close call for Bill. Eating the curb like that could have ended his race, but he managed to hold it together. Earthly Leader needs to keep a cool head and not overdrive in response. With Louis gaining, it'll be a test of nerves for everyone up front.
And here they are, side by side, going into turn 1. And they make contact, and Bill spins out, and Earthly goes wide. That was absolute madness, as Bill can't really do much to reset right now. He runs it into the wall. Oh no.
Oh, what a dramatic turn of events. That contact has completely changed the race dynamics. Bill's spin and Earthly going wide opens the door for Louis and the rest of the pack. This race just got a whole lot more intense.
All I gotta say is the stewards are gonna be busy tonight.
No doubt about it. The stewards will have their hands full reviewing that incident. Penalties could shake up the standings even more. This race is turning into a real roller coaster.
And now Louis is only 9.27 out on his teammate Earthly Leader. He's definitely going to have to do some driving. Thank you for the follow, my friend. Jensen, say thank you for the follow.
Louis now right on Earthly Leader's tail. It's going to take some skillful driving to make a clean pass. Thanks for the follow, mate. Let's keep this race rolling.
Yeah, and it's been a race to remember. Shred Jammies, I missed it. He fell back to 12th place. And we're going to have to see what Bill does if he's going to decide to manage, because I don't know if his vehicle has damage or not.
It's been non-stop action. Shred Jammies dropping to 12th is a tough break. As for Bill, assessing any damage will be crucial. If there's none, he might try to push back up the field. Otherwise, managing the car and salvaging points will be the priority.
And there's been lots of movement in the field. Like, Worms with Friends has come up. Shred went down. Bill's still sitting in 10th place. Louis is now 1.8 seconds back of Earthly Leaders, so he's about to go full-on alien mode. We got Cam Tizzle closing in space on Chasing the Racks, currently sitting in 3rd place. And Eduardo and Lockering actually got up into the 6th place too, with Tesaurus starting to breathe a little closer to his neck. Ghost falling 4 seconds behind that group, and now he's got Jay Cougs and Bill closing in on him, so it's looking like we're going to have a little battle here. So Jensen, I think Earthly Leader might have made some contact with Bill there when he spun out. So what do you think about the situation? And we currently have Bill fighting with Cougs and Ghost. Okay. We have Cougs going after Ghost. Ghost trying to keep that pace ahead with Bill not far behind. He's trying to keep himself close. I'm not sure if his McLaren took damage, but lots of movement in the field. Like I said, Shred Jammies now at 12th. Monko fell back to 13th. I think he was a little higher before. It's looking like Underseer made some movement. Jeff still in 16th. Eduardo now in 5th. Lock and Ring is in 6th. Tesaurus in 7th. Louis still. Oh, we got Cougs. He lost control of the car, and Bill receives contact again. I can't believe that. Shit's crazy. It's been a crazy race so far. Holy moly. So Bill Rack chasing down old Ghosts there. And it's looking like Earthly Leader's going to run away a bit with that. Cab Tizzle still holding a pretty close race to Chasing the Racks there and keeping Eduardo close with them. But here comes Lock and Ring and Tesaurus. So we'll kind of see how that starts breaking down into the group. The rest of the guys are kind of a little bit more spread out. Jeff currently looking for an overtake, I thought, but it looks like he lost a bit of pace. And Super Sack Squirrel is looking to breathe down his neck as well as Murder Kai runs it a little high there. And Jeff makes a move. What a great overtake. What a great move by Jeff. I believe that's going to get him up into 15th place. So he's making moves. He started at 19th. So especially for the back of the pack, he's been making some moves. Shred Jammies also making some moves now, getting up into 11th place with Worms with Friends in 10th. Bill 9th. It's not looking like he's pressing on Ghost all that hard right now anyways, so he's probably playing it more to the strategy side of things. Took him a long time to get turned around, so that kind of hurt his chances today. Eduardo, Captiz, Chasing the Rats. They're just a train that keeps on going, and they're the oddest train I've ever seen. It's a Lamborghini, a Mercedes, and that's a Ferrari, my bad. It's a Ferrari, a BMW, and a Mercedes. So, it's pretty neat. For some reason, that Ferrari in the front end, something about it screamed a little bit more Lambo, and I was like, uh-oh. The Lambos on the field are Shred Jammies and Cougs. And Monko looks like he gave up that spot as well. So, Jeff starting to put a gap ahead. 15th there, so good for him. We're at 45 minutes left in the race. And Louis just kind of out in no man's land. So I think this is going to be the group to watch. Tell us his cool his.
Sorry,
Oh.
I'm having trouble responding right now. Please wait a bit and
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's out the picture. Cam Tizzle. He's doing a pretty good job of holding that pad together, chasing the racks. And they are. And they're not really catching up to Louis. I don't think they have the pace to. Computer, turn the bedroom to daylight. Yeah, but like this race opened with a bang, and it's looking like Bill is pushing Ghost a little bit more, 200ths of a second now, but the timetables are delayed, so bear with me. That's why you don't see movement right away either. And then we'll do a patented ride along here. Oh, okay, so he did get past Ghost. Okay. So Bill starting to cut down the time to lock and ring. Tesaurus got past lock and ring. So he's going to start hunting down Eduardo. So, tough day for Tesaurus, but good recovery so far. I think he fell back to 12th. So, big recovery drive going on so far. Already 6 places recovered. And that little train up there, it's so much fun to watch. Like, these guys are just so consistent. They've pretty much stayed. Oh, Cam Tizzle having a little bit of trouble slowing up Eduardo. And Eduardo not happy about it. You can definitely tell by the way he came out. He's put the foot down. So my beautiful train, as soon as I started talking about it, started falling apart. There we go. Back to looking pretty. Maybe. Yeah, Tesaurus. Tick-tock. He's cutting down that time. Lock and ring, trying to stay as close as he can. And Bill slowly chugging away at that 4-second time deficit he's got to make up. As it sits, Earthly is 6 seconds ahead of second place, so he is starting to create a gap. Louis is still in no man's land. He's 5 seconds in front of third, 5 seconds behind first. What else we got going on? Well, there he is, the Nene Goblin. So Jeff's still holding on to 15th place. Super Sack Squirrel starting to chase him down, wants a piece of that ass. Understeer, kind of also in no man's land. Cougs and Jammy, such a weird place for him, but there is a lot of guys up here with pace, so those early mistakes really came back to hurt them as Worms with Friends makes a move on Shred Jammies and holds on to 11. I'm not sure if they made contact there, but Shred going to be looking to get some slipstream and seeing if he can get a little bit of a split here, get a clean overtake, but it's not looking like he's going to be able to. Worms holds a really nice defensive line, early braking, smart. So we got ourselves a little train going on back here too now. As Dr. Monco tries to catch up to Ghost, but Eduardo still holding on as these guys just are working together. They're working hard. Poor Eduardo. Any other things? These guys were pretty all close together back here too. And they have closed that gap down to Dr. Monaco, so we'll kind of see how aggressive they decide to be, and we'll kind of see how that starts to change this pack. So pit window is now officially open at the 40-minute marker. So we'll start seeing who's diving into the pits, who's not. Probably be a little bit before that happens anyways, but the pit window is only open for 20 minutes. There is a mandatory pit stop, of course. Yeah, we'll see what the strategies are looking like. It'll be an interesting strategy for Bill. That's who I'm kind of keeping my eye on. He has closed down that gap now to lock and ring to 3.9. So he's working at it. And going into the pits right away is Bill, which is what I kind of figured. So I want to see if he ended up having to get damage fixed. But we'll see what this means for the rest of the field. And yeah. It'll give him a little bit of breathing room, maybe. But I want to see how long it makes him sitting there. And Bill, yep, following. Lock and ring. Now kind of driving in his own space. Tassar is chasing down Eduardo. He's only 1.5 out now, so doing a really good job. But Cam has just been so consistent. He's been at like that half-second gap this whole race. So I don't know if it's a part of the strategy, but this is going to turn into a kerfuffle. And it's looking like Jeff also making a move up because Bill in the pits. So I think Bill did have damage. Should have asked him. Just interesting how they're running this race. Bro, what happened there? Oh, Cam finally makes a move. And we have a new leader of the train. And Eduardo squeezes it in and gets a clean overtake, but gets bumped right back by Chasing the Racks, hit by Tesaurus. What a terrible spot to spin out. And oh my god, this race has just turned into a nightmare for Eduardo. And he has gotten bitten by Suzuka. Let's see if he pits here. He doesn't. So we'll kind of see how that turns out for him. And people making big jumps because of it. Ghost get back up into 6th place, and Bill 24 seconds. He's looking to the gap, so we'll have to come back and check on him in a bit. Tesaurus came into the pits. Nene came into the pits. Lock and ring, only 1 second out on Chasing the Racks. So that train exploded. Like, that was crazy. This has probably been one of the funnest races I've spectated in a long time. So, thank you so much. So, Cam, Chasing the Racks. Okay, where's our boy? So, Locke jumping up into 5th. Must have had another pit. Because it was Eduardo. Okay, so he still held on to 7th place. He's gonna have a little work to do though. So Chasing the Racks must have, yeah, because they all got plugged up in the chicane there by him spinning. So it kind of gave Cam a perfect exit. Oh, Chasing the Racks losing control of the rear end and Lock and Ring getting up into 4th place. The Amethyst is rolling and looking to make a move. So his pace has been pretty solid today. He's been making moves all through the field. So good for Lock and Ring today. And Ghost just being Ghost, consistent. Had some unfortunate things happen. Bill has already cut the gap to 6 seconds. to Tesaurus, 21. So yeah, we'll kind of see where it ends up going, because right now Earthly is 7 seconds ahead of Louis. Louis is, yeah, 10 seconds ahead of Cam. So yeah, they're probably gonna run away with that one. It's gonna be a really hard recovery for Bill. Really interested to see once all the pit stops actually happen. Tesaurus currently sitting in 17th, who is one of the other early pitting fellers. But after the contact, what could he do? You know, like Buddy spun out, and what do you do? Like you're coming through an S curve. So like, I'm guessing that when I'm guessing he took some front end damage. So it was probably good that he pitted when he did. Great action through there to Tesaurus. Trying to cut down that gap he's got. What is it? 5 seconds? Okay, we got a couple more people into the pits. Worms. We also got Understeer into the pits. So Worms made it out relatively quickly. Understeer, so somebody else went into Smitty. So I think we know who our long runners are so far. Cam currently not improving the gap, so it'll make it tough for the future for him. We got 33 minutes left in round 5 of Suzuka. And so far, I would have to say Jeff's been having a good day. And Ghost, consistent, Lock and Ring, also having a good day. Camp Tizzle. Legendarius Louis was pretty, like, he did good to get out of the mix early on, which was really beneficial to his race, especially with the way that Earthly and Bill were fighting early on. It was tough. But we're going to have a Lewis Hamilton moment in the Discord later. I can already see it. It's a juicy storyline. I might need to adapt it for my TV show. Earthly leader. Already coming back up on the rear of Nene Goblin. I think that's who the hell that was. So we're 13 laps in. So we're probably going to see 27-ish laps. Somewhere around there. And everyone's pretty spread out now except for Cougs, but Shred Jammies is his teammate, so they're probably going to try to work together to try and cut down that gap to Eduardo. Let's see who's quicker right now. 2 more guys in the pits. We got Dr. Monko and Electric Blade 93 getting in there. And Ghost must have pitted by the looks of things. So everyone's getting their pits done, getting that halfway mark. And where's Bill? So Bill's still 5 seconds to chase down, and then Tesaurus, who's 37 seconds up. Electric Blade in the pits. Louis coming into the pits. Okay, that'll be interesting. We'll have to see how much time Bill has made up. Because really that's what it's going to come down to. Because he's already chasing down his teammate again. So I wonder if Ghost just had an incident rather than a pit stop. That's what makes it interesting spectating this game. You don't get all the information. That's what kind of drives me nuts about it. Like, you can go into timetables and stuff like that, but I suppose I could do that too. And then oh yeah, let's go, Bill. I always need a little onboard action. just for a little bit. So I've been playing so much AMS2. This track looks so much better on AMS. So Bill currently chasing Jeff down, so that should happen pretty quickly. Because he's in the pits. Anyway. Gaps. Oh, we got Locking Ring jumping up into second. So Eduardo. So who else pitted? It's gonna get interesting. Because Tesaris already pitted. What does that mean? Sorry, I kind of zoned out there for a second. Alright. Oh, whoops. So, Bill. Finally chasing the rats. Exactly what he's doing is chasing the rats, chasing the ghost. That is a very unique sequence of names. Alright, we gotta have a hoot, and then we'll kind of touch base on what's going on where. Can't listen. So Tesaris must have only been a half stop. Tons of movement. Always makes it kind of interesting. Oh, and a move just got made. Chasing the racks, was looking to make one on Ghost, but just couldn't make it. I'm gonna have to keep that chasing the racks with this. Slowly closes that gap. J. Coos. Eduardo. Yeah, here it comes. It's finally updated. Trying to keep up. You got two guys in the Pittsburgh guys. Train going on. Love me a good train. Choo-choo! Ooh, but Bill put the pressure on chasing the racks, which is probably going to cost him, but he just a little fidgety under control there. But recovers well. Sinks in nicely behind Bill, and will probably be looking to get carried out a little bit by him. So we'll see what this means for the pit strategy up front there. Don't think Locking Ring is pitted yet. So, alright, he had to. Okay, well, we'll try to follow it as close as we can. Try to keep with the action. But this seems to be the best gap that we got going on right now. Cam Tizzle is closing the gap on Locking Ring, as well as he does, and he's sneaking out the outside, and can he pull off the overtake? Oh, just getting ran outside just a little bit. Locking Ring fearless on the line there, and Cam Tizzle sitting back, gonna have to wait for another opportunity. Let's see what he does on the straight here. Gets a pretty good exit, but so does Locking Ring. So 26 minutes remain. Like I said, this race has just been movement. So much going on. A little bit of damage management going on. Bill has just been getting absolutely bullied. Tesaris, he had to pit for damage, I believe, because of when Eduardo spun out. It was a bold overtake opportunity. I'm going to see what the stewards say about that one. But don't forget, submit your steward reports. They're important. It doesn't matter if it doesn't change the results of the race. The point of it is accountability and teaching people proper racecraft. Take it from me, who crashes all the time. Cam falling a little bit behind now, so he's struggling a bit. It's looking like Bill still got a big gap to chase down there. He's got 8 seconds to chase. So we'll see what's going on there. It's not looking like Earthly's pitted yet. Oh, he's in the pits now. So we'll see what that means to the Shred Jammies, but he was already 45 seconds behind. Oh, Shred came into the pits too, okay. So here comes Louie, who is probably the closest person to challenge him. And we'll see where we come out of the pits here. And Earthly Leader gets away clean. As Shred Jammies is in the pits. Casares gonna clean up pretty nicely here. He's running a pretty good strategy. We'll see if it's enough to bring as far as he wants it to. Because the guys around him are carrying a lot of pace. So we'll have to see what that means for the rest of his race. Lockenring back in 6th. We got Bill in 7th. So Bill still got 7 seconds to chase down here. Which is, like, fair enough, probably what he lost. Like, I feel bad for the guy. Like, that's such a tough one. It goes. He's just having a good race and chasing the racks. I don't know if he got caught up in that incident. I think he did, and it was Cam that got away. So that kind of explains that. Ooh, chasing the racks, having a little fun on the curb there. Bill's starting to stretch away a little bit, not a ton. With 23 minutes remaining in the endurance window, the pit window is closing in 2.5 minutes. So, it'll be kind of interesting to see. I think we might have a couple surprise pitters, but I think everybody else is going to try to turn it into a one-stop. Especially Earthly Leader, he went like 15, 16 laps. And Louis only 1.9 back on him, though, so, you know, good for him. He showed some pretty good late pace, but you tell that Earthly pitted way later than everybody else. So he's going to have way better pace late in the race. And Cam's closed down the window to Saris, but 3 seconds. How's fuel looking to Saris? Curious. I didn't see how long you pitted for, so. What else could we check in on here? Cougs got separated from his teammate Jammies. Dr. Monco in the top 10. Jeff holding down 15th. Squirrel really off and on. Like I said, though, there's going to be some incident reports. Let's see if Jensen's back online yet. You back, Jensen? No. Nope. Jensen said, I'm done for the night. Yeah, we got some movement once again. It was a pit. Casares. Oh, I gotta stop trying to use the mouse. Eduardo's pressuring Dr. Monco. Lock and Ring is now still pretty close to Cam as they try to chase down Cam, as they try to chase down Tasaris. And it's always kind of like an interesting, like, I don't know, Locke has like a really consistent driving style. So, and he's not afraid to be aggressive and defend well. Cam has a ton of race pace. So it's an interesting matchup right there. And Bill slowly closing the gap. Lock and Ring. 6.5 out. And Bill's just inching in the middle of the field. And chasing the Rax, chasing the Ghost, as Shred Jammy slowly closes down that gap as well. So some guys are pushing it within the last 20 minutes here, just trying to kind of solidify positioning. We'll have to see where everybody is on the strategy side of things. And still within a second. So he's doing okay, but he's slowly losing pace to Cam there. And Cam is slowly pulling up to Tasaris, closing that gap down to 2.5 seconds. And Louis has fallen behind 4 seconds to Earthly leader. So I think Bill did what he could. Like, it's been a good recovery race, especially for the incidents that he was involved in today. And same goes for Tasaris. Like, that's a huge recovery drive sitting up at third right now. Once again, kind of worried about strategy. We'll see what that spread ends up being. Is he holding on to the field? What's up? I don't think I can look at it. Let's see. Give me Tasaris. He was right there, game. There we go. How do I? Ooh. Oh, neat. Alright, well, I can't look at fuel. That hurts. Understeer. Close it down on Monco. And Ghost. Still got Chase of the Racks on him. As Bill currently closing that gap to Lock and Ring every lap. I'm going to say about a half a second a lap at this point. He's really picked up the pace. Yeah, drinking water. Yeah, it's been a crazy ass race. I've really been enjoying it. Oh. Woo! I mean, I could open replay mid-game? I didn't mean to do that. Get me out of here. Don't drive. So Locke's slowly falling behind Cam. About 0.2 a lap kind of thing. Cam is slowly closing the gap to Tasaris here. Bill, I think, had a whoopsie. Chasing the Wax, still chasing the Ghost. guys think was going to end up winning this race? What was your favorite moment? For me, it was when Eduardo spun out. Or, well, sorry, I shouldn't say spun out. When he got spun. It's a good moment. Ghost chase in the rounds. 15 minutes left. Not bad. The pace definitely slowed up, but like the first 5 minutes was bonkers. Any other gaps close down? Oh, Locke getting in a bit closer, but Cam getting real close to Tessaris. 1.1 seconds. And Cam making the move. It's just chasing him down, especially he's got that slipstream now, so Tessaris is going to have to drive a bit defensive, so this could end up helping Lock and Ring. Who's slowly losing pace, but like I said, that's probably from the slipstream from Tessaris. And Lock's improving. He's improving. Bill, still kind of in no man's land. And Ghost not getting super pressured from chasing the racks anymore, so a little bit more of an easier drive from this point, depending on how much he decides to push near the end. Yeah, for sure. Like, there were some good little trains going on. Like, oh no! And it's looking like chasing the racks has ran wide. Who's going to open the door wide open for Shred Jammies, who saw that and thought lunch, and he has now closed that gap. And we're going to have these two Ferraris battling for position here sooner than later. There's a couple things we got to keep an eye on. Cam losing the gap to Tessaris a bit. So Tessaris had a little pace in there that he wasn't showing. Probably trying to do some fuel management. But is now pulling away. And that gap to Ghost has reduced as well. And Bill's got it within 4 seconds. There's 12 minutes left, so if he's quick enough, he can catch Lock and Ring. Oh, Shred wants this. Shred wants it. Gonna take the high angle, no. Nice and clean though, boys. Some good racing going on here. Caught a little more of the curb than I think he wanted, but made it work for himself as he closes the distance on chasing the racks. Yeah, I'm really excited for the steward reports. You have no idea. I'm probably just gonna have to do a segment. Oh my god, that could be fun. I just thought about that. That could be a lot of fun. As Shred closing the distance, Tessaris Kind of running out of juice as Cam's closing the distance once again. And Shred probably going to be close enough to make a move here, depending on how good he takes this corner. A little bouncy. Oh, my ear wouldn't pop. That was weird. Yeah, okay, so he lost a little something there. He made a little bit of a misguided correction. And Jeff still holding on to 15th. Not letting that squirrel bug him one bit. Shred. You're all I got right now, babe. Oh, Cam closed the distance as well. So, Tesaris has the pressure on now. As these three beauties try to change it up within the last 10 minutes of the race. We'll see if things pick up, get intense, or kind of stay where they're at. I can see a couple battles evolving. Shred Jammies, Cam Tizzle. We'll just have to keep an eye out. Where's Shred? Oh, Shred lost the rear end a little bit there. I think I've seen the grip come out a little. Just eating curbs. And flying doing it. So he's thinking about the inside on that turn. I think he's thinking about getting a better exit, which he did this time, I believe. But it's going to be hard to stay on his line. Then go for it. Yeah, 2 inside. It's not enough. So Tesaris once again pushing Cam Tizzle away. As Shred Jammies trying to make pace throughout the race. It's a big movers today. And so far, Tesaris has been the recovery drive. Like, that was beautiful. So we got about 4 laps. And Eduardo slowly closing the space as well. Bill can't get out of that 5-second window. So not likely to catch. Ghost is just chilling. And Shred Jammies made the move. So good for him. Shred making a move. He had a really good qualifying. Believe he had an incident early on. Try to make a recap from this one for once. Let's see how it goes. But I do have a lot of filming to do tomorrow for the series, so we'll see where we can fit it in. I'll do like a quick 7-minute recap or something. Oh, Cam closing that distance again. And yeah, things are pretty tight in that way. I see you flashing your headlights, sir. Oh, wow. Bill's reduced the gap to 3 seconds now. And Eduardo? Or no, that's electric blade, okay. So I wonder if Electric Blade gave him a bit of a tow, or if he's actually pushing it that hard right now. Earthly's now 12 seconds out in front of Louis, so not like, well, yeah, he's running away with it, but it's not like a lap plus. Because they're like 35 seconds ahead, really, of the rest of the group. Oh boy. Sorry about that. And Bill, the man, the myth, the legend. Trying to cut down the gap, but just can't do it. And Squirrel looking to pressure Jeff. Oh, Cam, getting really close. Oh, yeah. We got ourselves a little action to finish the race here with 3 minutes and 45 seconds remaining. Cam Tizzle chasing down Tesaurus with Locke not too far behind. And look at that. It's Bill. As Cam Tizzle trying to go down the inside, side by side through the turn, wheel to wheel. Tesaurus and Cam Tizzle coming into the S's. Is anyone going to give it anything here? No, sir, as they stay locked together through the whole section, and Lock and Ring taking advantage of the situation, closing the gap as Cam Tizzle does end up making the move and getting the lead as Tesaurus is fighting to stay alive. You have to remember, Tesaurus had a really early pit after the collision. So, good for him holding on, but Cam taking the podium right now, and Bill looking real hungry with 2 minutes left. There is 2 minutes and 30 seconds left. As we got a nice little pack forming up here. Lock and Rig on the inside, looking, can't get it. As Cam tries to separate, Tesaurus needs to keep on that toe to even have a chance of holding back Lock and Ring. Right now, anyway, in this specific situation. Oh, he ran it a little wide, getting a little wild on the rear, but he holds it together. As Lock gonna try to make a move for the overtake, and I would have loved to see if he did. He did. Minute 46 left. And Tesaurus ran so wide. Or at least he did on the other camera. That was weird. Bill right on him, though. Trying to ride out that slipstream. And does. So both these guys on recovery drives battling to the end. And Bill going to be looking to chase these guys down. Because I think this will be their final lap. And poor Tesaurus, you can just see the pace falling off. Car, it's just gone too long. I'm not sure if it's fuel, tires, a little bit of both. Cam holding on. And Bill closing in on Lock and Ring. As Lock and Ring closes in on Cam, but Tesaurus showing he's still got a little pace in there. So we'll see what ends up happening. We got 38 seconds. So I don't think they're going to cross the line in time, because I think they crossed the line with like a minute 43. So they would have to run faster than that to get another lap in. And we also have a stop and go penalty for electric blade. I just need to put that out there. And Cam fighting for third. And Bill fighting to come back. Gets it in a lock-in ring here. Let's see if he can get enough of the slipstream. He wants fourth place, and he wants it now. Let's see if he can get close enough to make the move. I don't think he's going to be able to. He's going to have to late brake like a motherfucker. And that's exactly what he's going to do, and he runs it. He runs it past, just couldn't do it, but holds on to the 5th place finish. What a finish by Cam Tizzle, grabbing the 3rd place podium, locking ring in 4th, Bill in 5th. Tesaurus fell back to 6th. Both Bill and Tesaurus having great recovery rides. Yeah, overall. Oh, and Jeff jumped up into 14th, so good for him. Because he started in 19th, I think, so he had a really, really, really good start. Ghost ended up at 7th, just a real consistent drive by him. Shred Jammies having some problems. Chasing the racks, having some problems. All I gotta say is, I'll see you all in the steward's room. Because my God, early on, that was wild. Like the battle with Earthly and Bill. That contact, definitely getting looked at. The contact that happened in the chicane in the end of Sector 3 there when Eduardo spun out. Get your clips in. I did get some of it on the Twitch, so if you need it, I can clip it. You just let me know. Like I said, reporting's good. But overall, good race, gentlemen. That was exciting. I had a lot of fun. Did they still have one more lap?
The leader has finished the race.
Oh. Am I tripping? Did they have one more lap? There's no way. Where did Cam go? Yeah, he just went in the pit. And Locke runs it wide, and here comes Bill, and Bill comes across the line. I'm really confused at what happened there. That's crazy, man. Because Cam went to the pits. We're going to get this straightened out. We'll see what the final result is. But if Bill ended up getting into 3rd place, crazy. And I must have missed something. If maybe Cam crashed or something. I'm going to hop on the Discord. See what's going on there. Oh, Cam ran out of fuel. No way. Well, my God. We did it, boys. We finished the race. So Bill sneaking up into 3rd place is an absolutely huge recovery drive. Tesaurus doing well. Hashtag media, baby. Well, let's touch base real quick. So early on, Bill getting taken out made things really interesting for the front of the pack. So, of course, those two run away with some points again. Bill having a great recovery drive because Cam running out of fuel. Cam did end up holding on to 14th place. It's just super unfortunate. Like, it really is. He had a great drive today. Tons of love going out to Cam. Good job. Ghost ending up in 5th place. He was just captain consistency today. Shred Jammies, Eduardo chasing the racks. You guys had a great train going on until it exploded and everything went off the rails. So your guys' race was really interesting. Cougs did a really good job to make up. Milton ended up, or sorry, I don't know why I always call him Milton. JM Titan ended up in 12th. So he had a great drive today because he started in 19th. So made his way up the field. Did a good job doing it as well. So yeah, overall, it was a good race. Yeah, I'm going to try to clip this one. I'll try. Just got to see where it goes, like, time-wise, because I'm kind of a freak that way. Yeah, well, I appreciate you guys coming out, checking out the race, and, of course, supporting the guys. And, yeah. I was going by the Jesus said I didn't know if it's good. All that was just taking position. All that was so far. Alright. Well, anyhow. I think that's going to wrap it up for the stream today. Just don't forget to check out some of the stuff I'm doing on my new series here. We're going to be trying to make like an episodic show kind of thing. I did put out some test footage, so would love to hear some feedback on pacing, lighting, if you think it looks a little weird, like whatever. I'm open to all feedback because I just really have always wanted to make a project like that using GTA. It's just using AMS2 has been a nice curveball. Beautiful game if you haven't checked it out. If you're on PC, definitely check out AMS2. It's a Automobilista 2. It is a great game. And yeah, the mod packs are a ton of fun too. I've been doing, I did the 88 McLaren F1 car, and then like driving the V10s. Oh my god. Just getting into some GT3 as well, which is kind of what the test footage is about. It's kind of like a flashback sequence that I started. So anyways, like I said, if you got any feedback, just let me know. And other than that, thanks for coming by and checking out the race, and I hope you guys have a good night. See you later. I think.